you're interested in shopping online consignment stores or online resale stores, stay tuned. We're going to talk about strategies for successfully shopping online consignment stores in today's video. Hey, this is Netta. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my whole goal for this channel is to help you look and feel beautiful and confident every single day by building a wardrobe and a style that you love. Because it's Tuesday, it's Ageless Style Show Day, and I cover a couple of segments in today's video, and I'm going to get right into them. So first thing I want to do is my buzzworthy pick. I'm so excited about this one because it's from a brand called Clove & Hello, and they sent me this beautiful presentation box. I can't wait to share it with you guys. First of all, let me tell you about Clove & Hello. It's designed in the USA. It's an American company, and their whole philosophy is to do no harm. So their products are sustainable and ethical and affordable, which is amazing. It was developed by a makeup artist, Sarah Biggers Stewart, and look at this packaging. Now, the post office unfortunately dented my box a little, but none of the goodies inside were harmed. No makeup was harmed in the making of this video. So I just love their approach. One of the things I'm really excited to try, and I have not tried any of these yet because I've been waiting to show them to you guys. I will be doing a review in a future video, but this is the Everything Oil. It's an antioxidant facial oil. Look at that cool packaging. There is a serum. There is a concealer. There's a lipstick. There's a setting spray. I think their packaging is just beautiful. It's so simple and so minimalist and so sleek. So I'm obsessed with good packaging. So that is so cool. I also am excited, and my daughter's especially excited. I have to watch that she doesn't steal my lip polish. So this is to, exfoliate your lips and plump them up a little bit. And this is a collagen boosting lip treatment, which I could definitely use because I have always wanted full plump lips, and I do not have full plump lips. And so this is, and it's peppermint flavored. So collagen boosting lip treatment and lip polish, some makeup, some skincare, all in this beautiful presentation box. Very excited to try it. Can't wait to let you guys know what I think of it, but definitely look in the description box below. I'll have the link to Clove & Hello so you can check it out for yourself. Again, sustainable, ethical, affordable, like that's what we're all looking for in our products. So excited, and thank you, Clove & Hello, for sending me the products. Can't wait to try them. Okay, the next segment I'm going to share is the question of the week. The question of the week is really going to lead into today's topic, and it's from a longtime member of mine, Catherine Elizabeth, who asks how to shop online consignment stores. That is the whole focus of today's video, and I'm excited to answer that question as the topic of today's video because it's something I've been wanting to tackle for a while. I've done a ThredUp video, which I will link below. It's specifically about my experience shopping ThredUp, but this is online shopping, online consignment shopping in general. So my makeover today also ties into online shopping, and it's not really a makeover as much as it's a high and low look from a consignment store. So as you can see, the look on the left and the look on the right are very similar. They both have striped, beautiful striped sweaters, relaxed fit slouchy jeans, and silver shoes, silver flats, silver loafers. A very current and contemporary, but still classic and easy to wear look for fall and winter. And I kind of wanted to show it at two different price points. So the first outfit, the outfit on the left, is from ThredUp. Features a cashmere sweater for $25. $25 for that striped cashmere sweater, which I think is an amazing deal. 100% cashmere striped sweater for $25. Then the pair of slouchy boyfriend jeans are $35. And the shoes, which are from Bowden, one of my favorite sources for shoes, are also $35. So, or $36. So the whole look is about $90, $95. You can definitely have found even less expensive versions of these, but these were my favorite picks for a budget-friendly look, under $100 for the entire outfit. So let's look at the look on the right. The look on the right is a higher end look. Again, there are medium, lower, higher, these are just example items that I pulled. So this sweater is from one of my favorite brands, Ligne, Ligne. It's the French word for the line. So they're all about stripes. And this sweater is $250. The jeans are $198 for those boyfriend jeans. And then the shoes are from, I guess, Ali McGraw. I did not realize this until I was on Nordstrom recently. Ali McGraw has a shoe company, and these loafers are from Ali McGraw's brand, and they're $145. So the whole look is about $600. So just, to give you an idea of what you can get for under $100 on Consignment store and what you can get for $600 at a place like Nordstrom. Again, does Nordstrom have less expensive versions of these? Is there anything less than a $250 sweater at Nordstrom? Of course. But I wanted to give you just kind of what my picks would be in these categories and kind of how the prices would compare, and just kind of hopefully a fun illustration. So consignment stores really enable you to get items into your wardrobe, bring items into your wardrobe with higher quality and maybe brands that you would not necessarily be able to afford at regular full price. Maybe a brand that's an aspirational brand for you, a brand you've always been wanting to try but just haven't wanted to invest in. And it's so good for the environment and for, just the world in general. There are way too many clothes out there. And if we can buy resale in consignment stores, we are reusing something that's already made rather than buying something that's new that was just made, or having something made for us. So, it is definitely a sustainability and an environmental concern how many clothes are out in the world. And even in consignment stores and places like ThredUp that have a bajillion items, we know that not all of those items are going to get sold and reworn. So anytime we can buy online consignment or consignment in general, or resale, buy items that are secondhand, we're going to be alleviating a little bit of that problem and doing our part a little bit for that. So I'm excited to share my strategies for online consignment in today's video. Okay, the first tip I have is that you kind of need to know what you're looking for so that you know where to shop. So knowing where to shop, which online consignment store to hit is my first tip. So let me go over some of the more popular ones and kind of their features and benefits and why you might want to shop one over the other. Okay, the first is ThredUp. ThredUp is huge. It is the largest online consignment store in the world. It's also really affordable. And from all of these stores, and in this whole video, I'm going to be focusing on shopping at online consignment, not selling consignment stuff, because that's a totally different topic for a totally different video. So if you want a video on how to sell your items, I can do a different video on that. But this is, if you're looking at the shopping experience on ThredUp, the prices are very, very affordable for the most part. Huge selection can be overwhelming. You definitely need to use your filters on ThredUp so that you can bring the items down to a manageable size, a manageable number of things to look for. So ThredUp is just huge, very, very well priced, maybe not as elegantly presented as some of the other ones I'm going to talk about. Tradesy. Tradesy is great for high-end bags and accessories specifically, although you can find items, their whole tagline is you can find items from Zara to Chanel. It has everything is in really, is authenticated, and you know that you're getting what you're paying for when you buy something on a site like Tradesy. They have their authenticators, they have guarantees and things like that. The Real Real feels like a high-end boutique. When you look at The Real Real, you might as well be shopping on Net-a-Porter or another high-end online, My Teresa or something like that, because it's presented in a really high-end way. One of the cool things about The Real Real is they do have brick and mortar shops. When I was in Chicago over the summer, I saw a Real Real shop. It was so exciting. Again, it feels like a high-end boutique, and it is high-end exclusively. So The Real Real, you're not going to find Nordstrom, like more medium priced brands. You're going to find exclusively high-end designer items. They're authenticated items, and everything is in pretty much pristine and perfect condition. Okay, Vestiaire Collective. Vestiaire Collective is a large global reseller or retailer of, so basically what you're doing with Vestiaire Collective is it's high-end luxury and designer items. So you can find Nike as well as Gucci, but you're buying from people all over the world. It's the stuff is authenticated by Vestiaire Collective, but it's shipped to you and you're buying directly from a reseller. Unlike with ThredUp and with The RealReal, where it's being shipped from their warehouses, Vestiaire Collective, you're buying from another person. And again, the stuff is authenticated. There's a social media component in Vestiaire Collective. You can follow people and kind of get, engaged with people that way if that's something you're interested in. So Poshmark. Poshmark is, like Vestiaire Collective, you're buying from individual sellers. It runs the gamut of, items from $5 to $5,000, $10,000. Like it really runs the gamut. It's kind of like eBay, but exclusively clothes, shoes, accessories. Luxury purchases over $500 on Poshmark are sent to Poshmark. It's called Posh Authenticate, and they authenticate the item, and then they do ship that item from you get that item from Poshmark if you're buying something over $500, because they want to make sure that you're not buying something that's a counterfeit item. So it's shipped directly to you. They also have things like Posh parties, where they're like a preppy style party or a summer fun party or whatever. And so they kind of will curate items based on a specific category so that you can shop them that way. You can also follow different social poshers. That's what they call, if you've got a Poshmark account, you're a posher. So the sellers are called poshers. You can follow different poshers, like following different boutiques, essentially. And there is a whole social media component. You can engage, you can share other people's listings, et cetera, et cetera. So all of these retailers have apps that you can use. So I have the ThredUp, the Poshmark, The RealReal. I have those apps on my phone because I use them frequently, but I recently just learned that Tradesy also has an app. When I was researching this video, I was not aware of that. And Vestiaire Collective also has an app. So they all have apps. Makes it all too easy if you've got a few minutes to kill waiting for a doctor's appointment or picking up a kid. You can go on the app and do a little bit of quick shopping that way. Okay, so my second tip is to know your prices. After you know your stores and what the stores are known for, it's important that you know your prices. So if you are shopping a favorite brand, like you're shopping The Gap or you're shopping Talbot's and you're shopping that brand online, you want to know what you would typically expect to pay for a sweater from The Gap or shoes from Talbot's before you buy the items on ThredUp, or Poshmark or any of these places. So for example, I have seen an H&M sweater on ThredUp for $25. I'm like, well, I've bought H&M sweaters for $25 at the store. So you want to ask yourself, do I really want that sweater, or do I think I'm really getting a good deal? You want to know how good of a deal you're really getting. Yes, it's always a good idea, again, to buy resale and consignment. It's just great for so many reasons. But you want to make sure that you're getting the best price for the item. That, if you're compromising on maybe newness or current, something that's not as current, then you want to at least make sure that you're getting a really good deal, right? So knowing what the item was priced at originally can help you determine whether you're getting as good a deal as you think you are, right? Okay, third is to know what you're looking for. So you cannot go into these sites unprepared. You can't be like, oh, let me see what ThredUp has in the store today. 74 hours later, you're in a black hole and you've got 74 items in your cart and you abandon the cart, right? Like you can't do that. You need to know specifically what you're looking for. You need to go into the plan and you need to, filter as best as you can so that you can get that number down to a manageable size. So know what you're looking for. Filter by as many categories as you possibly can, and you can get 50,000 items down to 50 items or 100 items or 200 items, and then you can actually sift through those items and decide what it is you want. But if you go in and say, I'm looking for a sweater, You're going to find thousands and thousands of sweaters, especially on Poshmark or ThredUp, where they have such an extensive selection. It's a little bit less of a problem on the higher end sites because they don't have as huge an assortment, but still, you want to filter to the best of your ability. Okay. Once you filter, you want to favorite. Most of these stores offer ways to favorite items. So you can click the little heart and it can save those items all together for you. So you can go back and look at your favorites and comparison shop that way and decide, okay, say you're looking for a red dress. If you favorite a bunch of red dresses, then you can go to your favorite section, see them all in one place and decide what you want from there. Okay, the next thing is to authenticate. Make sure that you're comfortable with the authentication process. If you're buying a higher end item from a place like The RealReal or Vestiaire Collective or Tradesy, I think that their authentication systems from everything that I've experienced, and I've been working with those, especially The RealReal. I've worked pretty closely with The RealReal for years, and I've done RealReal parties in my house where friends bring, their higher end items and they're bought kind of outright by The RealReal. So some items they will buy outright, some they will consign, but you want to feel really comfortable with the authentication. So if you're spending a lot of money on something and you want an additional level of comfort knowing that your item is really authentic, there is a site called Authenticate First, and there are other authentication services. Oh my goodness. So that you can authenticate and you can pay a little extra, $15, $20 for them to authenticate an item for you. So that's just an extra level of protection and peace of mind if you're spending a lot of money on something. Like if you're buying a Chanel bag or you're buying an Hermes bag, I would definitely suggest going to Authenticate First. Another service I would suggest checking out is Affirm. Affirm basically lets you buy higher end items and break up the purchase price into like 3, or I think it's typically 3 payments. So if you're buying a Chanel bag or you're buying a really nice watch, you're buying something high end, you can use a service like Affirm. If you go onto the websites, the majority of these retailers will have Affirm as an option when you're checking out, when you're buying, so that you can break the payments up a little bit and make it a little bit more manageable. Next, check the return policy. I recently had an experience with a client who kind of spontaneously bought a couple of watches on Tradesy, and she realized, actually she bought a bag on Tradesy, and she realized that she could only return it for store credit and not for a refund. So we ended up with an almost $2,000 store credit on Tradesy that fortunately she has used to buy the watch of her dreams, but you want to know what the return policies are before you go into it. Sites like The RealReal usually have a 21-day return policy. I think ThredUp usually has 14 days, but places like Poshmark and where you're buying directly from the person, you probably only have a couple of days. Once the item arrives, to check it out, to make sure it is what you thought it was, to make sure everything looks good before contacting Poshmark and letting them know that there's a problem. So check the return policy, make sure that you're comfortable with that return policy for the price. And sometimes it's worth it to just buy a couple of trial items from a site and get comfortable with the process before you commit more money. So if you're buying something on Poshmark for $20 and it doesn't work out, it's not the end of the world. But if you're buying something for $200 and it doesn't work out, you're going to feel a little worse about it, right? Okay. Use the tools that they offer you. There are so many great tools that these retailers offer, and they can make your life easier. So I already talked about the favorites tool. I already talked about the fact that they all have apps, which makes it really, really, easy to shop when you're away from your computer. But they all let you save sizes. They let you save searches. I always filter. ThredUp has my sizes saved. And all of these sites, I have my sizes saved. So I can click my sizes and it will filter by my sizes. So you don't have to enter in all of that information every single time. So definitely use the tools that they have. Poshmark has the ability for you to make an offer You can also, the reseller might also, or the person who's the pusher can also make an offer to you, and you can accept it or decline it. Usually you have 24 hours to do that. You can also bundle items together from a specific seller so that they can be shipped together, and you can save money that way. And of course, you know, you can like and favorite your items so you can kind of see them all in one place. ThreadUp has goodie boxes, which I reviewed in my ThreadUp video, and they have expanded their selection of goodie boxes. You can do a back to school box. You can do a high-end box. You can do boxes with a variety of themes, and you can also custom create your own goodie box. There are a couple of restrictions to custom creating a goodie box. The item can't be more than $100, and it has to be from your home warehouse, but it can still allow you to risk-free try several of your favorite ThreadUp items, you know, in a favorites box at one time at home, and send back the items that you don't like. So it's kind of like creating your own subscription box, which is really cool, but without the subscription. So ThreadUp has that. ThreadUp also has rescue boxes where you can get items that have either been on the site for a while or maybe are not in their typical condition. If you are really creative, you're a DIYer, you like to sew, fix things up. I even saw a rescue box full of Coach purses. I was like, that is a cool idea. And rescue boxes are also really affordable. So it's just a way to rescue items that might have otherwise gone to a landfill or, I don't know, a dump or something. Okay. Tradesy lets you favorite and save searches as well. Vestiaire Collective, you can search by country. You can search just in the US, you can search in Australia, you can search in the UK, wherever you're at. They also have a section for brand approved items. So they'll, you know, like maybe Chanel will approve this section of Chanel bags, and you know that they got the thumbs up from the brand, so you know that they're authentic, you know that they're great quality, you know that what you're getting what you're paying for with that. So I love the brand approved items at Vestiaire. They also have express shipping on some items, which is great because sometimes some of these services can take a little bit longer, and if you're shopping for a special event, you're going to want to use maybe express shipping. The Real, I love their curated by section, which they basically pick from, you know, brands that they love. They pick items that are new, that are offered in that curated by. So they've got home and gift and fashion and different areas in that curated by, which is, I mean, it's a great way to kind of discover new brands that are kind of under the radar a little bit. I also like their editors picks. They pick some of the best items from the store and put them in one place so that you can kind of check them out easily. So definitely check out the editors picks. And then again, like I mentioned, they have in-person stores. So I love that you can walk into a Real and kind of see high-end consignment face-to-face. That is Sophie. Oh, Sophie, apparently having a bad dream. My doggie is sleeping right near my feet and having a little doggy nightmare. Sophie, it's okay, baby. It's okay. So I hope that these online consignment store tips have helped you and maybe helped you get over your fear if you've been hesitant to try some of these online shopping stores, online consignment stores. I hope this helped you consider diving in and trying it. Start small, buy something small, see how you feel about the process. Once you gain confidence, I think you'll be able to shop online consignment more confidently, again, more successfully, find what you're looking for, help the environment and your wallet in the process. Let me know what you thought of this video. I know I kind of flew through these tips, but they are all going to be outlined in a little bit more detail in my blog post, which is linked below the video. Everything that I mentioned today, the sites and the blog post and Clove and Hallow are all going to be linked in the description box below this video. Thanks as always for staying tuned into my videos. Love connecting with you guys. Don't forget to hit the like button if you like this video. The description box again has all the information. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already. Join us. We have the best time here. The notification bell lets you know when I upload new videos every Tuesday, every Friday, and I'll see you in the next video.